the Madman! Welcome to another Voyage to the Sunken City card reveal review. We start off with the big Azsharan cycle. We're gonna look at these cards and see if it's worth dredging up those cards from the bottom to the top. We'll start with the Paladin, Azsharan Mooncatcher, 3 mana 4/2, Divine Shield, Battlecry, put a Sunken Mooncatcher on the bottom of your deck. It's a 3 mana 4/2 mech with Divine Shield. Back in my day, these 3 mana cards were 3/1s, but yes, that's a 3 mana 4/2 Divine Shield, so, you know, decent good base stats. You know, even good ones, I should say. The Sunken Mooncatcher, though, that's a monster. 3 mana 4/2 Divine Shield, Battlecry. Summon a copy of this. So you're getting 8/4 Divine Shield for 3 mana. That is a deck that makes you want to play Mech Paladin, that makes you want to dredge up the Azsharan Mooncatcher's Sunken Mooncatcher. You know what the gross thing is, though? Paladin's got the synergy with this. They got the Seafloor Savior, which is probably just about the best possible card you could see going alongside your Sunken Mooncatcher. It's a 3 mana 6/4, which summons another 3 mana 6/4. They both have Divine Shield. That is insane! That is such a high roll! Holy cow! Paladin also got Radar Detector, which scans the bottom 5 cards of your deck, draw any mechs found this way, then shuffle your deck if you're playing mostly mech deck. And this is gonna mainly depend on the core set, on how many mechs there are there. But yeah, if there are enough, this is a real monster. You Radar Detector up your Sunken Mooncatcher, as well as perhaps 1 or maybe even 2 other mechs. This is a deck. This is a deck. Mech Paladin, watch out for it. Over in Priestland, they get a Sharon Ritual, 4 mana, silence a minion, summon a copy of it. Put a Sunken Ritual on the bottom of your deck. Sunken Ritual silences a minion and summons 2 copies of it. So this card's going to depend on whether or not there's support for a card you want to silence. For example, Humongous Razor Leaf. That would be certainly a really strong target to silence. There's also the new Pirate, which is a potential combo. You play your Smite, and then you play your Sunken Ritual on the Gangplank Diver. You have 3 6/4 Pirates and the Smite, which also has 6 attack. You attack in for 24. That's a 10 mana combo. Interesting idea, but I think that maybe you would just run Quest Priest instead if you're going for the win. So Azsharan Ritual looks a little bit out of place. I'm not entirely sure what you want to silence and summon. It seems like a decent card, but hard to see a priest deck that wants to do this. Shaman, just like Paladin, is a card that I could see being the, okay, you really want to do this, says Blizzard. We're going to give you all the tools. We're pushing this. So I think they're pushing Azsharan Scroll, 1 mana, discover a Fire, Frost, or Nature spell. Put a Sunken Scroll on the bottom of your deck. The Sunken Scroll, 1 mana, add a Fire, Frost, and Nature spell from your class to your hand. They're giving Shaman everything that works with this. I mean, the Sunken Scroll by itself, obviously that's really good. It's 1 mana, generate 3. Back in my day, you needed to pay 5 mana for that. It was a mage card. So Shaman's got all the tools for the school cast deck. You have your Scalding Geyser as both a fire spell as well as a good way to dredge up your Azsharan Scroll. Your Raspine Enchanter manages to cast all the spells that your Sunken Scroll got you. As usual, this is going to depend on the core set and what Fire, Frost, and Nature spells are out there for Shaman. But, you know, if there's good stuff, this will be a deck. Probably a mid-range one. It'll probably have Naga in it. It'll probably be a mid-range deck. And it looks like it's got some quality cards in it. Warlock. This is also another archetype that's getting pushed and could bring about a new type of deck. It's a Sharon Scavenger, 3 mana 3/4 Murloc. Battlecry, put a Sunken Scavenger on the bottom of your deck. The Sunken Scavenger is a 3 mana 3/4 Murloc. Battlecry, give your other Murlocs +1/+1 wherever they are. We've only gotten 3 of the 10 cards for Warlock revealed so far, but every single one of these 3 has synergy. Gigafin, Bloodset Vilefin, and the Sharon Scavenger. That Bloodset Vilefin is a really good way to dredge up the Sunken Scavenger, and it's a Murloc. This deck is going to depend on whether or not Warlock has good zoo minions, and whether they have more Murlocs that are good. Warriors got a Sharon Trident, 3 mana 3/2 weapon. Death Rattle, put a Sunken Trident on the bottom of your deck. The Sunken Trident is a 3 mana 3/2. After your hero attacks, deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. It's a really strong weapon on the bottom, and there's one current way where you can tutor up a weapon. It's the Pirate Warrior quest. That's one possibility. The other possibility is we haven't actually seen a Warrior Dredge card yet. Perhaps that exists, and then perhaps the Azsharan Trident can be the Warrior control weapon of choice. I don't think the current Dredge tools, though, support the Sunken Trident enough. What Warrior needs is a good Dredge card. Hunter has Azsharan Saber, 4 mana 3/3 beast, rush, death rattle, put a Sunken Saber on the bottom of your deck. If they manage to find that Sunken Saber, that's a 4 mana 3/3 with rush, death rattle, summon a beast from your deck. So the archetype where this wants to go is pretty straightforward. You want to put it into a big beast deck. Hopefully you have ways to tutor for your beasts, in which case maybe you'll get your Sunken Saber. Hopefully you'll have good ways to dredge, in which case you'll get your Sunken Saber. Maybe your Sunken Saber will get out a gigantic beast, and that'll be enormously good for tempo and value. This one strikes me as unlikely because it is really tough to fit in a new hunter archetype, especially a big beast or a control hunter. Hard to like actually make that work, so it's unlikely that hunter will have the tools for that to happen, but it's a possibility. And to end it off, there's one card out here which wasn't part of the Azsharan cycle. We got a Hunter Secret, Emergency Maneuvers, 2 mana, Secret. When a friendly minion dies, summon a copy of it. It's a dormant for 1 turn. Good value Hunter card. If you land exactly 1 major threat and you play an Emergency Maneuvers with it, that just ensures that you're going to get that off. You could build some sort of combo deck around that. You stick the minion, you're guaranteed to basically get that minion available if they kill it. This is a really hard card to evaluate without seeing all the tools that Combo Hunter will have and what it's trying to combo off on. But it's the type of card that could certainly be part of a combo deck. So now the cycle of the Sharon cards has been completely revealed, and looks like this expansion is trying to push this idea that you want to play your Sharon card, you want to use the expansion's mechanic, Dredge, to get the card from the bottom of your deck to the top, and you probably want to build your deck around that theme. So the decks are really going to feel like they are digging for sunken treasure, and that's going to push this kind of mid-range value deck. They're all mostly mid-rangey value mechanics, which have incredible amounts of tempo the turn that you manage to dig up the card and play it. Yeah, it's cool themes, and I could definitely see a lot of classes getting a new deck archetype.